Hey everybody, what's up? It's Scuffy here, and I am ready for some Lodge Wars Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. So, let's get into it. Bam. Alright. Go ahead and let my opponent know here that I'm going to be set and good to go. Let me just fix my camera angle. Making some sound effect noises. Alright, we're good to go. Stand is up and set. So my opponent today is G-Man from the Orion Lodge, formerly of Traitors End, and he actually stepped down, took a little bit break. We're ready. I'm going to go in with Alpharius. Let's do it. Let's start strong. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to start with Alpharius. Anyways, he was in Traitors End, still part of the Traitors End family, but just with the event demands and the ticket demands, I think he stepped down for a little bit. Ryan's kind of our casual lodge, so for those players who don't have the time or dedication for continuous, copious amounts of event points, that's where he's hanging out at for the time being, but he's still in the nook, so it's kind of like brother versus brother, basically, you know. Traitors End versus Auxiliary Lodge members Orion. This, I think, are the first of our 3 games from our group as far as the members versus the members. Let me go ahead and flag them on here, let them know that the message disconnected. Hang on, don't want that. Don't need that, don't need that. Where's my Discord chat? Nope. Let's get into Discord here. Kind of run into the same issues we might have had last time. That over here. Game showed match ended. Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of communication between players to get it going. And I think that's kind of a running thing. Every time there's an update, there always seems to be some degree of difficulty making matches work. I think he's 5 hours time zone difference from me, so I don't know if that plays into effect with the servers or anything like that. Generally, if I'm doing practice games, it's within Lodge members, but obviously with the tournament, with Lodge Wars, it's kind of the first foray I've had into formally challenging players, so let's see what he's got, if he said anything. See where we're... See, yeah, he's got a bug where he's stuck on preparing battle, and with the patches that they've done recently in the game, that's no surprise that that's going to happen. So, if I remember correctly, I think G-Man's running Durak Rask and why am I drawing a blank? Raven Guard. Primarch. Why does the name escape me? There we go, preparing battle. There we go. So Alpharius versus Rask. This could be a good matchup. I feel pretty good in my Rask matchups with Alpharius, which means if I win, I'll be facing his Raven Guard with my Emperor's Children, which is good. Tricky. It's still a precarious slope, but that's a good slope to be in. I'm going to start out just drawing cards here. See what he's throwing out. Don't blame him on that. It's a good cost. Trade, turn around, trade around. Basically, the same result that he would have had if he would have had it in his starting hand. I'm going to go in here with, give myself a little bit. Ooh. Give him a hard target. Maybe he wished that he saved that blight grenade. And that Saboteur squad early on is going to be critical, super important against the Death Guard. particularly. Do I bounce him? Don't I bounce him? I'm going to hold off on bouncing him as much as I'd like to. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to bounce him. I'm going to make him draw. I'm going to give him too many more targets for him to officially deal with. That's a good steal. That's a really good steal. That allows me to either play the first wave if I so choose, or the Saboteur Squad on my next turn. It's going to depend on what I want to do. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So do I go Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Or first wave or Saboteur? Oh, that's tricky tricks. I think what I'm going to do here, because he can use his ability to destroy just about anything. I'm going to run that, drop his energy, run that. I'm going to make him pay if he wants to get rid of Jubak. If Jubak's not casualty here, he's going to have to pay 2. And that's kind of costly when he's only got 4 energy. Or he could just drop his frontline guy, which I wouldn't blame him for doing. Interesting. Okay. Well, herein lies the beauty of that. I myself, well, let's buy myself some time first. And we'll go there. So I can drop UG and Ghost Legionary or Headstone, Goldstone Hunters and the Ghost Legionary to take care of whatever it is that I need to take care of. Heal and or increase my capabilities for damage next round. Is he bouncing? Okay. That's fine by me. That's probably, I don't want to say the best that he's going to get. Perfect. Oh, that's excellent. Okay, so here's the deal. Now, obviously, he's got the Melgator is going to be a problem, right? But what's not a problem is making multiple targets. Making multiple targets of this. That's going to heal me up nice. So he's not going to be able to touch any of my guys unless he's got, the Endurance. And even then, he's not going to kill UG. He's not going to kill my Ghost Legionary. Without attacking. Yep, so he's going to get rid of one of my guys. In the meantime, in the course of that, he's going to heal me. And if he's smart, he'll probably get rid of Yu-Gi-Oh! It would be a wise ploy. Don't blame me there. Okay, so first off, let's double up on that. That Manifest Destiny is going to be kind of good for him. Put the pressure on. He's going to have to use a fast attack troop to get rid of my Ghost Legionary. I'm going to hang on to score for a little bit until he's got some troops, but I'm going to use that Fleesian, I think, and probably throw the Pale Spear on me. Okay. That's one way to do it. That Pale Spear will provide the chip damage that I need for a couple turns. Perfect. And then I'll go ahead and stun this guy. And there's enough stun collectively through the deck to really kind of break up the combo potential of Rask's ability, number one. So number two, I don't have as many long-term troops I'm relying on, or vehicles, or frontline. So his ability is effective at times, but it's not as effective as he would like. And he's trying to get his cards out of his hand. Don't blame him on that. I'm tempted to buff his hand up some, but I'm also tempted at this point. Now he's got enough troops on the table here. I'm not going to be doing anything necessarily with the Fortunatus Veteran, so I'm just going to drop that, stun these guys, and leave it at that. So that's his second endurance that he's used, so he's out of those. So at this point, Ujoge would be the only thing that he can pop out there that's going to give him some mass heal. Okay, here. How do we want to play this? So he's got 9 left, and I've got 5 cards in hand. I've got 5 cards in hand. Huh. Okay, first off, let's get rid of this guy. Second off, let's do some damage here. Let's do some damage here. I'm not going to shift up with my orbital base yet, but I am going to stun his warlord, so he's going to have to blow some troops on my guys. And it gives me just a little bit more breathing room. Yep, don't blame me on that. You're going to need that. Now, I'm lacking some card draw ability, but I haven't come across my Lectitio Divinatus yet at all. Haven't come across my second 2-drop that draws me cards, so I've still got some card drawing potential. Speak of the devil. My other abandoned supplies. My one of many. Put that on me just to make the game go long. We're going to build up cards in hand for that orbital base, which looks like it could be the case. Unless he recovers some health here with the Ujoge. Just don't blame him on that. Eating some damage. It's going to hurt. Now, notice I haven't come across Heroine yet. I've got 2 of them in here. So it's another 2 cards out of my 13 that I have not yet seen. Not necessarily ones I want to be drawing. Okay. I'll take that. Perfect. So this will be the game. Pop. I did that in the wrong order. Did that in the wrong order, good sir. But it bought me 5. He's out of that. And that'll be next turn. What I should have done is, well, I guess technically I couldn't risk orbital base in an instrument. So that is the way it had to be. Yep. I got this with the Thunderhawk or the orbital base at this point. So good game, G-Man. It was just a matter of attrition against the guy who runs the attrition. I'm not gonna. There's no point in using that one of many. All right, good game. So it's going to move on to Corax. Corax is the Primarch. I don't know why it was escaping me before, but Corax versus Fulgrim. And then if I lose that, it'll be Corax versus Rask, which could also be an interesting match. So let's shift up. Now the changes here both affected my Alpharius, which he didn't. I mean, he saw a little bit with the ability use. I wasn't able to draw a lot of cards into his hand. I've gone on length about that, about that change video that I posted up here a few days back. Fulgrim's ability hasn't changed. His card pool hasn't necessarily changed. I did change a couple things in my deck here for this matchup. I always have got the 2x Informant Network. I was tempted to run with Joker Company, just not running it this time around. It's a good one against, specifically if I'm running against Raven Guard, but I could not find a way to validate it with the damage that I wanted to do and the speed and cost I wanted to get it out there. I would prefer to have these cards here, so that's what I'm doing. He's probably getting his next deck ready. Get back into it, wait till he's ready. Make sure my stand's up and running, and we're good for game 2. So it's really going to come down to, can I get his health down before he can get to that critical range? Now, the changes to Cade's necks with the Raven Guard, that could be enough to make a difference in this matchup. It depends on, obviously the Umbra Secundus play. You get Umbra Secundus, you get the fast going. Depends on how quickly I can get out and what he's got out, how long he can stealth and avoid me. Perfection's Flight may still be a factor, so I'm going to want to keep Eidolon, because stunning Corax is super important. I wish I had a 2-drop there. Going first does not really bother me. I'll be honest with you, I normally don't. I don't know if I should. Part of me says I shouldn't, so I'm not going to. I was tempted to use Tactical Brilliance with Odovacar, but the third turn, he could drop the Scimitar Jet Bike and then get rid of Odovacar, and then I've just got 1 troop in hand, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like having 3 troops and a bunch of tactics and nothing really to perfect on. So we'll just blow up a little bit, and that's okay. It gives me some options until I don't have options. Yep, don't blame me there. Okay, so what are we going to do here? How are we going to play this? Okay, so he can stealth with the bikes. I want to save the bikes. Let's go here. Gonna hold off on that. It's kind of a tricky start. I've got some solid tactics, some good tactics to come back with. I've got some troops, which is important with those tactics specifically. But it's going to kind of hinge on what he's got and how he drops it. That's a smart play. Okay. And he's going to put the guy back up in his hand. Interesting. Okay, so what I've got now here, 5, Odovacar or the bikes, 5 for 5. Odovacar or the bikes, or do I run with 7? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Aceton out, Tactical Brilliance Odovacar. It's going to protect one of my guys at least, because even if he's got the jet bikes or the speeder, one of my guys is going to take a little bit of extra follow through to hit. And if he can't get rid of them, or can't get rid of one, I've got Unbreakable Focus to help. Okay, so he's going to get rid of Odovacar, but he's not going to get rid of the Aceton squad, and that is going to hurt him. No, he's not going for it. He's just putting the sentence 2 on the troop. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I've got 5, got 6. So here's what we're going to do here. So 1, 2, 3 for ability costs. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So first off, let's pump him. Second off, let's drop him. Third off, let's do this. And let's hit somebody. And he's going to want to have to come after some bodies now. And he's got it. He's got a fast guy that is going to hit for 2, but against a 4-4 and a 5-4 and a 6-5, that's not going to give him any lasting power on the board. Now, with 7 energy, I can hit peak conditions on somebody and then fast bikes with the Mycellus jet bikes, so that's going to do some damage, especially if he puts a stealth troop or 2 troops out on the table. Because then that's going to give somebody a +3/+3. So coming from the jet bikes, that's going to give them +5. It's going to be nasty. So he's just trying to go straight for it, doing what damage he can do. I don't blame him. I don't know what he's got in his hand. You know, it is what it is. Okay, so can I get the 6 out? I certainly can. And I certainly will. And I certainly will do the Agamenon and just wail on the damage now. And going to make it a little bit harder for him. And he could probably stealth out if he's got a Curse of the Raven or something to splash some damage around. Guerrilla warfare or whatnot. He can probably stealth out here. Nope, he's just going to end it. Alright, man, I don't know what you had. It looked like it must have been pretty rough. Good games, G-Man. Looks like I advanced, or at least my games are finished. Traitors End, we've still got 2 other members who have to play to determine if we're going to go ahead and advance into the next round. I'm going to get this match up here shortly online, share it with my lodge members, share it with the internet. If you see anything out there you're curious about, feel free to shoot some questions, post them up there. Share the videos, share the information, participate in Lodge Wars next time for part 3. I'll have to come up with a catchy sequel name for part 3. I know we've all got like a bunch of different sequel names that we've pitched out there on Discord chat, so we'll see what part 3 will be. The final trilogy, or the last wars, or I don't know, the reckoning. Pick part 3. What was Friday the 13th part 3? Was that the return? I don't remember. That's when they started giving the little subtitles in there. All right, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in. Good games, G-Man. Looked like it was kind of a rough shot for you the second game around. So good luck, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep playing Lodge Wars. Or, well, keep playing Legions and play Lodge Wars. All right, bye.